Hi everyone, welcome back. So previously I made a video about my new houseplant purchase, which was a wandering Jew plant. And one thing led to another. There were a lot of unexpected things that happened with that whole process, and now I'm left with some cuttings, as you can see. And what I wanted to do with them is to propagate in temporary containers and see how they do. I have a pretty good feelings about this for one good reason. Some of them, this one for example, have some roots left, so it shouldn't really be too difficult. Here's another one, see, and it's looking pretty good. All right, so I have two shallow containers. These are temporary containers, as I said. They're not going to stay here forever. I just wanted to let them get started. Then I would probably transplant them into a proper pot. And I have my usual soil mixture right here. So I will get started. So why don't I start from the bigger container? I just need to fill this one with my regular potting mix. There's tons of perlite in it, and this mixture today is somewhat moist, and I wanted to sort of evenly spread inside the container. Maybe I can put a bit more. All right, maybe this is good. And I don't know if I can fit these all in. I probably not. But what I wanted to do is simply just to lay half of the plant. When I say half of this closer to the end point, half of this plant. And I'll keep going with that. I might even alternate the direction just to be somewhat efficient with space. I'm looking for something smaller to fit to the next area right here. All right. I can probably fit a couple more. Here's a tiny one. How about that? There. I don't know if I can do one more. I'm getting a little greedy here. Maybe. I found this one that has a little bit curved, so why don't I just put that one here? All right, so it looks like maybe that's the best I can do. So I will put this aside, and moving on to the second one. The same thing, just filling this thing with potting mix. Try spreading this evenly. Let's just pat this down a little bit too, just so that the soil is not too fluffy. Well, maybe this might be a good amount. Just tap in the soil a bit. All right, so well, this is a very long one. Why don't I just put this here, this way. This one is obviously very small, so I know that I'm not going to be able to fit a lot of them. Just wanted to keep them in place. Okay, so this one is okay. Let's see. Here's another one. Just lay it on the surface of the soil. Here's another one. Okay, there you go. Now it's already full, so I'm still left with more cuttings. Let's see what else I can do. Let me find the smaller one. Oh, here's a smaller one. This maybe I can just stick this part in and see if roots come out from here. Okay, so I just stuck this one in. There it is. It may not survive, but we'll see. And I see there is another smaller one here. Okay, so I can also stick this one in this direction. Here you go. I'm just gonna stick it in there. Okay, I think that's about it. Can I do more? Ah, well, let's see if I can do more. I think there's a tiny spot. Maybe I will just lay it like that. All right, so all I'm gonna do after this, unfortunately, I couldn't fit them all. Maybe I'll stick them in the water and see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna survive or not. But anyway, I have these 2 containers. So what I would do right now is to sprinkle some water. Here's my water bottle, as usual. This soil mix is already moist, but I just wanted to add a little more water to both containers before I bag them. And I won't probably check on these for a good half a month, and I will probably end up leaving as is for a good month. Mainly because I will probably forget the fact that I've done this anyway. But by then, I'm hoping that at least some of them would root. The reason why I'm not covering the cuttings with soil is this. Let me see if I can use some of them as an example. So as you can see, you see nodes where leaves come out. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see in the 5 right here. You can, well, this plant can root from each node. So that means that you can just lay it on top of the soil. As long as you can keep the humidity inside by bagging them, they should just root. So there's no really need to shove this thing into the soil. Of course, you can do that as well by taking off some of the bottom leaves and stick it in the soil. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just wanted to try this lay down method to see if they root evenly. It's probably better that way anyway, but we shall see. Anyway, I will keep you updated on this progress, and thank you for watching. All right, so this is exactly about a month later, after I did some cuttings of wandering Jew plants, and this is how it looks like. So while I bagged them, I placed them in no side of window, and I just left them there and pretty much forgot about it completely. And so I didn't even leave any openings for the bag for ventilation or anything. They're pretty much bagged completely. And as you can see, it's growing even more after this. And I think trying to get some sunlight. And this one, I haven't taken it out just yet, but as you can see, it's pushing up the bag to even get more sunlight. So it's a really easy plant to propagate. And let me just take this one out as well, because it's time, and I don't think they can stay in this condition much longer. They're running out of space to grow. So here we go. This is how it pretty much looks, and the aerial roots have developed all over the place. I mean, they can just die off anyway, so I'm not too concerned about the way they look. But all in all, these are doing quite well. It's just that they can't just really stay in this condition. They should be repotted. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you how my cuttings look like. And yeah, as far as I can see, they did just fine. Now I just have to find another pot to place them in, and maybe I would just give this one away. Anyway, well, thank you so much for watching as usual, and if you have any comments, please write down below this video.